A part of me wanted to say good riddance. The other part of me ached to breathe life back into his mouth that had wounded me so deeply. Blinking blue and red lights illuminated the living room. They arrived faster than I expected. I had placed the call mere minutes ago, though to me it felt like grueling hours. I considered going back upstairs to where my children's bodies lay, draped across the playroom sofa and spread-eagled on the floor, in front of a moronic kiddie show on TV I had forgotten to turn off, restful, as if they were sleeping. But I knew better. Their last breaths had departed for good. I had checked, just to be sure. Circling my dead husband's body, a single piece of paper fluttered in my breezy wake. I picked it up, gently rubbing the bruise spreading across my knuckles, then skimmed the familiar handwriting. The first lines captured exactly how I felt, though I would never admit it aloud. Sorry isn't enough anymore. Sorry can't fix what's broken. Sometimes a sacrifice is the only way to start over again. This is one of those times. My legs grew unsteady as the stench of blood saturated the room. Exhausted yet eerily calm, I sat on my overpriced Italian leather living room sofa, waiting. From upstairs, the bombastic sound effects of SpongeBob SquarePants drifted down the first floor. The kids always did like to blast the TV volume, no matter how many times I screamed at them to turn it down. No more. I wondered if I'd ever hear children's programming again. I closed my eyes to the death, though I could still smell it, taste it. You never expect death to be so palpable until you experience it firsthand. My children's faces flashed through my mind, but not images of toothless smiles or that childish, mischievous glow. All good memories were gone now, none left to unearth. Lately it just all seemed to fall apart. All the smiles and giggles and bright-eyed joy vanished in the chaos of our flat daily lives. All work, no play, as they say. We had lost the idea of family somewhere along the path of work and responsibilities, then slipped into becoming cohabitants. How could that be? In the catalogue of my mind, there was nothing fond to reminisce about. I couldn't even remember the last time our family felt whole, and that painful thought dampened my eyes. Now it never would again. Blinking my eyelids open, I pushed away thoughts of the kids. I couldn't stand reliving their vacant eyes and gaping mouths frozen in a silent scream anymore. I tucked the letter in my pocket, unsure what to do with it. My palms, sticky with blood, were folded primly in my lap as I waited. Waiting for the cops. Waiting for the turmoil to settle, waiting to be led out of this upside-down world and into something that made more sense. My thoughts lapped gently over what I'd lost, but also what I'd gained, the ability to feel something again. Where had it gone? For so long. The tears were streaming now, but I didn't bother to swipe them away. I needed this. I needed to let it out. I'd been fighting to keep my sanity for too long, evidenced by my damnable, throbbing, discolored hand. Eventually, every battle must end, but the casualties linger on. My family paid the price for my misery, and I felt their sacrifice. They were my collateral damage. My anguish had bubbled just below the surface for far too long, the silence and anger and fear of losing everything, just one sob away. And that sob was now. I heaved, my shoulders crumbling under the pressure of each strained breath, and I couldn't think, couldn't feel, couldn't do anything but weep. It'd be the last time I'd cry today, if ever again, so I better make it count. In the recesses of my darkened soul, I had thought about this.